Where in the world is our transportation secretary? Because Amtrak was going to cancel all long-distance trains amid fears of a rail strike. Can you imagine? Think about it. Inflation soaring, food supplies further disrupted, and it was estimated to going to cost the nation $2 billion a day. Well, apparently, the administration totally caved and decided that they were going to. It was totally fine. They were going to just cave on all of this, and they were going to agree to these, I guess, like the demands or whatever. I have to tell you, first off, I'm wholly against. I'm totally fine with private sector unions, because and that's a whole different issue from public sector. Public sector unions, I'm totally against, because I'm the taxpayer, and we went to war for this. Taxation without representation. Having your money taken from you without representation. Taxpayers are not represented at that negotiating table, and we literally fought a battle for independence over that issue, among many. So that is why, because I am an American, and because I am consistent with the very belief set that created this country, that animating spirit of liberty, I don't believe in public sector unions, because the taxpayer, you have the politician and the public union boss that sit down and they negotiate what they're going to do with the taxpayer. We don't get a voice. That's it. So that's why I'm against it. Private sector, I don't have a problem with. This tentative deal between U.S. freight rail companies and unions, they said that it was going to be about $2 billion a day. Biden, the reason he caved so damn fast is because midterms 53 days away. He does not want this. Oh my gosh. Can you imagine? Think about it. Think about it for just a moment. All Amtrak long distance, everything canceled. AG products pulled from trains. Gas increases. Grain shipments could stop. You could potentially see a collapse of the agricultural system. You want to have that 53 days before a midterm? You can see now why this guy moves so fast, can't you? Imagine if he did that at the border. It just shows he can, but he won't. So they said it's a tentative deal. They're going to increase salaries 24% from 2020 to 2024. Workers are going to get an average lump sum payment of $11,000 from the backdated portion of the raise, according to the group representing the rail. So I think that it has to be voted on. So it's tentative because the union hasn't voted on it yet. Tell you what, I will say this after explaining my public and private union position. I'm a little bit less, especially after everything that we saw with everybody forced to get jabs and all of that. I'm a little less crabby towards it, because people got treated real bad by the government with the forced injections and everything else. Gotta say. And this right after, I think, Biden made this decision after he was at the Detroit Auto Show. Did you see him sitting in a Corvette? And he was saying it was an electric vehicle? Had a combustible engine. Sitting in a Corvette. I'm going to get a friend texting me saying, it's Corvette, thank you. Corvette! I'll say what I want. It's pillow and milk and everything else. But, I don't know, man. I don't know. So where's our transportation secretary in all of this? Let me go back to that, because he was MIA in this whole discussion. I thought these people love trains, Kane. Where the hell is he at? Is he still on leave? Let me Google him.
He can't still be on leave.
I don't know, Mayor.
I mean, we barely see him, but I don't think he's on leave.
Buttigieg. Let me see.
Yeah, don't spell it.
I got to follow him at Secretary Poot.
Yeah.
Hang on.
It's not Poot, it's Pete.
Excuse me, but Lawrence O'Donnell, the illustrious Lawrence O'Donnell from the theater that is MSNBC, says Poot Buttigieg.
I'm just telling you what Google will recognize, that's all.
No, he's talking about infrastructure, but like not in a way that's specific. And then he tweeted Secretary Marty Walsh, Labor Secretary, about the train thing. And that was it. One tweet that he retweeted about it. Since that could have actually had a major impact on agriculture, don't you think he could have been, I don't know, like saying some stuff about it?